Can you all hear me okay?
Yeah.
So, hello, I'm Josh Ain. Thank you for the introduction and for the kind words about my father. I'm here with my aunt to accept this award on behalf of my father, Mark Ain. I wish he could be here in person. I was here with him about a year and a half ago to celebrate the appointment of Professor Wells as the first Ain family chair of entrepreneurship. We didn't know it at the time, but this was one of the last events he attended, and certainly the last one that I attended with him. I wish I could share what he would have shared with you all here today. Luckily, he kept meticulous records, and I have copies of all of his past speeches, so I have a pretty good sense of what he would have said. And my dad loved to talk about himself, so let me start there. My father was an entrepreneur. He founded Kronos Incorporated, now UKG, in 1977, and took the company public in 1992. He led the company as CEO until 2005, stepping down to become chairman of the board. He spent 3 years vetting ideas before starting the company and took it from a dream to a multi-billion-dollar leader in the industry. He made time clocks, microprocessor-based time clocks, to automate time and attendance initially. While a few of the time clocks, mostly early ones, may have caught fire, the vast majority did not. And instead, redefined a new industry. As technology advanced, it wasn't just that first innovation. Kronos transformed itself from microprocessor-powered time clocks into client-server machines. And then technology kept progressing, and Kronos reinvented itself as moving from client-server into network devices on cloud-based service. One of his proudest achievements in this period was Kronos' track record of improved profitability and revenue growth for 100-plus quarters, second only to Microsoft. After my father retired, it was almost like he couldn't stop himself from entrepreneurship. As my siblings and I have cleaned up his affairs, we find side business after side business. They started with his neighbor, his contractor, with all of those he came in contact with. He saw the world through the lens of opportunity, where we can invest to build business and provide value and employment and improve the world. In the same way, he loved speaking to the students here in Brandeis about their business ideas. He loved hearing about summer startups. He was an industry guest lecturer at Brandeis classes, and he loved when students visited him in his home in Florida. He loved mentoring, inspiring, and advising the next generation. Speaking with the students here, with all of you, really energized him. He founded the Summer Startup Fund to cultivate student entrepreneurship and provide a space for students to explore their business plans. He wanted to see what student ideas caught fire, metaphorically. He founded the Ain Family Chair in Entrepreneurship, the chair that Professor Wells holds, to support this sort of entrepreneurship as a core part of the curriculum here at the Brandeis School of Business and Economics. He wanted young people to recognize new business opportunities and find ways to make them happen, and in doing so, achieve the same impact that he had on society. In some ways, my father was ahead of his time. The barriers to entry now in entrepreneurship, to starting something new, are lower than they have ever been. In my personal work at Google, technology is moving fast enough that we are reinventing what we do in a technical sense every few years. Each technology advance is an opportunity to ask, given this technology, what can we now build? These are the sort of opportunities my father recognized back when he founded Kronos and realized that the microprocessor would let him revolutionize the time and attendance industry. So congratulations, graduates. And thank you, Brandeis, on behalf of my father, for this recognition. Please, all of you, as you graduate, go out and make something new. See what can be done now that could not be done before, and make it happen. Even if your first implementation might catch fire. Feel the joy of meaningful business creation and fulfillment of creating value and employment. Go and make something better. It's what my father would have wanted. Thank you.
Good afternoon. As the youngest of 5 kids, I'm used to going last. So there we go. Josh, thank you. Linda, thank you. I'll go down to the shorter person. Okay. Welcome, graduates, friends, family members, faculty, staff, and all the others who have come here today to celebrate our graduating students for their hard work, their perseverance, and their dedication that it's taken to get to this milestone. I got to give a round of applause. And without the support of so many people, many of whom are here today, some of whom couldn't travel to get here, you would not be where you are. So take a moment yourself, students, to think about your family and the people who have supported you in the journey. While my brother Mark Ain is not here in body, he's absolutely here in spirit. And the impact he has had on Brandeis University, as you've heard from both Linda and Josh, and in the business school in particular, can be seen in all of the programs that we've heard about in entrepreneurship and innovation. I want to thank Linda Bowie for nominating Mark for this prestigious honor, and I also want to recognize all the family members, not only my own family members, my nephew Josh, my nephew Adam, my niece Rebecca, my brother Aaron, my husband Jack, my daughter Catherine, who have come here from near and far to be at this celebration. Thank you all for coming, and thank you also to my colleagues in the CSE who are sitting over there for their support and their camaraderie and for being the best colleagues that anyone could ask for. So thank you so much also for being here. I also want to thank Julie Miller, and I'm ambushing her a little bit, because Julie is the reason I came to Brandeis. And I think because of that, Julie deserves credit for Mark being involved with Brandeis and the support he has given. Julie and I have known each other, I think, for 25 years, and when she came to Brandeis and got promoted, she called me and said, hey, you interested in a job as a part-time MBA career coach? I said, I don't know, Julie, let me meet the people. So I came and met everyone, and here I am almost 8 years later. So Julie, thank you so much. And to Josh in particular, I want to thank you for your involvement already at Brandeis. You were a judge in person for the Asper Pitch Summit a couple of years ago. We hope that you can come back again, and Beck and Adam, if you're in the area, maybe you can join. That was really special. Thank you for coming, inspiring others, and we're deeply grateful. At the start of the semester, those of you who've been in my class, I ask a question. I look out and I say, tell me why you're here. And everyone looks bewildered, kind of like you are all looking at me now. I say, no, seriously, why are you here? And when the students don't answer, I answer the question myself. I say, I'm here because why? I love being here. I'm here because I want to be here. I'm here because I care about being here, and I care about the students I work with, and I care about your outcome. Your success is truly my success, and that is what has kept me at Brandeis for the last 7.5 years. I also love Brandeis. I love the diversity of our campus. I love the kindness that I see in the people I meet, and I love how inclusive we all are. The representation of the countries that are in this room is beyond my ability to list. When I asked Mark if he was interested in possibly speaking in Professor Wells's class on entrepreneurship, his answer was characteristic and immediate. Without hesitation, he said, absolutely. He came to class, it was electric. Students were completely engaged with Mark's story, about how he started a company, how he created an entirely new industry. He spoke honestly about the uncertainty, about the challenges, and about the perseverance it took to build something meaningful. After class, the students lined up to ask him questions. We had this line going way out the door, and he sat there and just embraced everyone that came to him. And it's interesting, the company moved to Waltham after, I forget how many years, but after maybe 6 years of being in Brighton, and the building we were in is still in Waltham, kind of near the Market Basket. It's empty now, but it's still the exact same building. And I drove by there today, and I was looking at the corner office, because he had to have that corner office. It was a one-story building, and the whole thing came full circle for me. My years working alongside Mark at Kronos, as described in his book, Not Just in Time, were filled with growth, with challenge, and excitement. It really wasn't always easy, but it was always meaningful. And it was always a lot of fun. Mark had a remarkable ability to turn real-world experiences into lessons that inspired others and made them believe they, too, could build something impactful. The awards and the programs that Josh and Linda have described have enabled us to give 30 students competing for funding to start their own businesses over the summer, either as undergrad or graduate students, the opportunity to experience this firsthand. And it's really exciting to see this happen. Some of those recipients are in the room tonight, and I just again want to congratulate you on your work and effort to creating the business plan and the story to get that award. I miss Mark every day, and seeing his impact continue through this work, I know is exactly what he wanted to achieve by getting involved with Brandeis. Okay, I'm going to try to say this without crying when I may cry. So Mark, I know you can hear this wherever you are. You always told me, get things done. Don't stick to a mistake because it's hard to remedy. Lord knows we made a lot of mistakes at Kronos. We made a lot of things that had to be redone, but we kept going. And finally, I want to share the advice that I give every student I coach and every student I teach. And Mark told us this on his 80th birthday with Adam, Rebecca, and Josh over a birthday cake. And I said, Mark, you're 80 years old. What words of advice do you have for us? And he said, find what you love, do it often, do it well, and don't be afraid to pivot. Thank you so much.